Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host, Zonavox. We'll go ahead and get started here momentarily. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all the good stuff. Helps the channel grow. And if you tell your friends, you know, we can do more things. The more the merrier. All of that. I wish I had a catchy way to tell you to bring your fucking people here to subscribe. But I don't. So, you just get to hear me stutter and not know what to say. We're gonna go right on into it. I've already done my checks and everything. I'm just pulling out my chats and stuff, so yar. Yeah, I've got some good projects in the background. Hopefully I can get some of them working and everything. Yeah. Out there looking for artists and stuff right now. I probably could do a lot of that stuff myself. I just don't have the, like, expertise for it, and I really need somebody who understands, like, how to animate things more than anything else. So, yeah. Anyway, not you guys' problem, is mine, so, yeah. Let's do it. Where the heck are you? There you are. Oh boy, Retro Arch doing that thing it did before where it's taken a super long time. I thought everything was fine and dandy, but it looks like Retro Arch is always, like, having one problem on another. If it's not super slow, it's staggering. If it's not staggering, it's frame rate. It's not frame rate. It's not loading properly. It's all good, though. We got this. Eventually. La 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 la. Okay, there we go. Just thought I fill the void for you guys. Hello, Super Killer. How are you doing today? Welcome. You've come at a very good time. The stream's just starting. Haven't even really gotten it, and Retro Arch is already giving me problems, as old tech does. Yeah. One day this'll load. One day we'll continue on our journey here to be to get through the rest of it. Good, and you? I'm doing okay. Yeah, my stomach has been having all kinds of issues today, but, I mean, not terrible. Okay, let me start my timer here. Yeah, I'm doing... Okay, good, timer's working. I'm doing okay. You know, back on track, trying to go ahead and finish up. We are 6 badges in. I've lost... I'm kind of really mad about this because I've lost my Kadabra, and my Kadabra was kind of my go-to for dealing with everything, and now I don't have it, and I'm kind of, like, a little lost about it. Hello, Jesus, how are you doing today? But yeah, losing that Abra really threw a wrench in my plan. What is my favorite Pokemon? Ugh. I'd probably say Seismitoad. It's one of those weird ones that I don't think gets mentioned a lot, but I think Seismitoad it's fairly strong, it's fairly tanky, has a lot of good coverage, poison, ground, water, fighting. I mean, it's got a lot of access to stuff. And I'm doing good, Jesus. Other than, you know, my stomach having all kinds of issues. But what's new, right? Every time you guys come in, it's always insert stomach problem here. Yeah, I'm not big on a lot of the legendaries. I don't really like that much. Like, outside of the legendary dogs, I think Raiku's design is cool, but, like, Suicune is better. Entei is a cool design, but not really great. The legendary birds, I don't really like any of them. Like, Mewtwo and Mew, they're kind of obligatory. Yeah, it's cool. You know, any legendary they've come up with, I just have not been fancy. Especially when they started, like, miniaturizing all the legendaries. Like, when we started getting all these things that look like Miu with a twist, you know, copy your homework, but don't make it the same. Yeah. Magic Mick is gonna have to get at some point, getting the ball. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to replace my, my missing psychic type. Oh, you should have been released, not deposited. Yeah, this thing should have been released, not deposited. I guess I thought I had, Nope. I thought I had released it, but... Alright. Man. Hello, Jurianne. Welcome back. We lost our Kadabra, so I'm like... I'm running through my brain trying to figure out what to possibly get. We also lost our opportunity at a Wooper, so that's not in the cards any longer either. Wooper would have been a great replacement, but... So, I need to see what we have access to on Route 43. If we have access to something versus, like, surfing versus anything else, I'll take it. I just don't want to lose access to all of my stuff. Unfortunately, Draffarig doesn't pop up in Crystal version, because that would have been fantastic. Hey, thank you for the follow there, Super Killer. I'll give you the whole speech here. I'm usually here Monday through Sunday with the occasional day off because I gotta go do something. I'm pretty good about letting people know. Sometimes I'm not, so I apologize for that. You need a Waba? Yeah, I do need a Wobbuffet. We're gonna try and get all this stuff done for Wobbuffet so we can get it. So... Surfing here gives me Magikarps. Fishing here gives me Magikarps or Poliwags. I don't think I've caught anything here on Route 43. Venonat might be a good option, but it's still only a bug flying. It's not a Psychic type, despite having access to Psychic. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like... Okay. Yeah, you'll also find, like, a lot of those redeems, you know, I kind of try and get things that are interactable with the... Yep. Interactable with the thing, so people can throw stuff and whatnot. I will eventually be including more stuff, so if you don't like what's there right now, just hold on to your points and we'll have more interactables at some point. Hello, Francisco. How are you doing today? Sorry, I didn't see it there the first time. Oh, geez. Okay. Alright. Alright. Showering me with love. Wonderful. Let's see. A-bombs. Pine cones pop up here. There's nothing really good in this grass. Like, Venonats at a minimal chance. Pidgeotos. Raticates. I mean, Farfetch'd at a 20% chance, but Farfetch'd is not great. Like, I think we'll go for the Magikarp here. And just hope for the best. If we don't get stuck on something on the way there. Okay, alright. We're trying to just get to the water so I can surf and get the guaranteed Magikarp. What happened in the 10 minutes that you didn't watch the stream? When was that? Well, oh, just now? I mean, we talked? So it's about it. Alright, give me my Magikarp, please. Please be a low-level Magikarp. 15. Good. That means it knows Tackle, but that's about it. Let me see Obi-Wan's stats here. What do you have access to? Hypnosis and Lick? Perfect. Alright, we're gonna gently lick this Magikarp until we can catch it. I'm trying not to inflict paralysis on it, because paralysis isn't going to help me to catch it, where hypnosis will. Alright, cool. Let's go in for it. Yeah, I should have caught the Magikarp earlier. I feel like opening up that thing, even with the chance of getting a decent Mon, getting the Cleffa really screwed me over, like, super bad. There's nothing good on Route 43, so I'm like, okay, I guess we'll get it now. It means we're gonna have to level it, so we're gonna have a lot of leveling here coming up soon. Alright, Super Killer. Oh, that's probably most people's favorite one, is this one right here. Just because it's like, it gives you so much bang for your buck. It does definitely fill up the screen. But Super Killer, congratulations on adopting this Magikarp. It is your choice to name it. Anytime somebody new comes in, or anytime somebody hasn't named something, we give everybody the chance. And yeah, Jurianne, you actually got your wish for the Krabby for getting the ball. So, that one was, unexpected. Ah, boy. I'm not gonna be very happy having to go ahead and level up a Kylie. Fantastic. Kylie it is. Alright. So, we're gonna have a lot of leveling to do right now. Yeah. I'm so bothered. Like, losing... Is it shiny? No, it's not. Not this time. I'm so bothered. Losing that Kadabra, like, it's so troublesome. Losing the Kadabra is extremely troublesome. But yeah, I honestly don't know what to replace it with. There was a place I could have gotten Zatu's at, but I think I would have had to open up one of the areas to get to it in the Ruins of Alph, and Ruins of Alph are now dead. No fire type is a big problem. Yeah, it's less the fire type. I care less about the fire type and more about the psychic type. I don't have access to a psychic type right now. And that means that Bruno is going to be a super pain in the ass. So, what's my favorite shiny Pokemon? I don't really think I have a favorite shiny. Honestly, like, it's cool that they have alternate versions of themselves, but I think, like, I don't really think there's one that stands out to me as, oh, this is super cool. I'd say that, like, I mean, if you have to make me choose, probably a shiny Celebi, because it's one of the only shinies that I ever really got. I was very lucky that my promotional happened to be a shiny, so. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think I really have a favorite shiny. Pokemon is Pokemon. Yeah, I'm also learning a lot, so there may be shiny stuff that I may get to at some point. Let's see. I think Shiny Rayquaza is a really cool. That's like a. It gets that like black and yellow scheme to it, right? Pink Mareep is really cool. Yeah, that transfer from yellow to pink is pretty cool. Cotton candy at that point. Yours is Tapu Koko. Black is nice. It's your best shiny legendary. Yeah, I've also only played Generations 1, 2, and 5, so there's a lot of things that I haven't seen. Like, once we get past Crystal, it's in completely unknown territory to me. What's my favorite Pokemon game? Probably Black and White. Of the many things, or if we're talking overall, Pokemon Conquest. I know it's like the black sheep and nobody really likes it, but Pokemon Conquest probably would sit there as one of my favorites. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay. Hello? Okay, so we have... Man, Van, you almost got baited! You almost got baited! You were like, oh, somebody's doing it! I'm gonna do it! I'm not gonna save up my points, I'm gonna do it right now! You almost got baited into it. So let's see. The Gyarados I have to take out. I think I really need a grind right now. John is not that important. Aquarium is extremely important right now. All of my stuff is really important right now. I think Aquarium might be our best way to go ahead and handle the gyms. So, yeah, we might have to just deal with Aquarium at the moment. I don't have very many options. Ah, Farfetch'd, if you were only better. I could probably have given it the Surf, but... Yeah, I guess I probably should give it the Surf from now on. Need food? I mean, listen, if that's all up to you guys if you feel like giving me food. All right, let's go into full grind mode here. Take it. Yeah, that's me. Take it. Take that food. Slap me in the face with a big ol' steak. Oh, a furret. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. We really, in order to grind,
this is big brain time.
We really need the next thing that comes after this, which is the scale. And I can't get the scale until I grind out Aquarium. Aquarium really needs Spark. Once it gets Spark, we can deal with the Gyarados, and then from there we're good.
Yeah, this is big brain time. Yeah, this is big brain time.
I'll be right back,
What
guys.
is this?
So when are we doing the Cooking Dutch Stampot stream? I have no idea. It's gonna take a little bit of setup for me to go ahead and get to something like that, so I honestly couldn't tell you. I think we're gonna have to put aquarium and just do switches for it. What's happening? Don't worry about it, Van. Alright. Let's go ahead and, what we'll do is we'll just do switches. I hate to do it, but we gotta get it leveled up somehow. I think we'll get into the fights with all these trainers. Have them do their stuff. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, eventually, talking about, like, all those emotes and stuff, I'll be having some new emotes put in here at some point. I'm having somebody work on them. So, we'll have new stuff available here eventually. There you go for the rock throw. What's my favorite song? That's such a hard question. Like, there's so many songs out there that are really good. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Music is such a hard thing for me to come up with a favorite answer there. Like, I don't even have a favorite band. How many points do I think that you'll have on May 15th? I'm not sure. I have no clue how many points you will have. A lot. You like Roller Coaster? I don't even know what that is. What are you doing? My Psylocke's looking awesome. Cool, I guess. We'll go ahead and put, Jesus up front. Have it do the attacks. From Danny Vera. Still have no idea who that is. Oh, hold on, there's a trainer up here. Go into the Lake of Rage, let's play. Clefairy. Obito. Go for Peck. 4.6k. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing good when we go over to the Lake of Rage. Like, there's nothing great there. That we can really... This is just not a good place to grind, is the problem. Cyanwood, I think swimming up and down the coast of Cyanwood is a pretty good place. But then that's water type on water type, so doesn't really do much for me. There's no good rock place to, like, grind out either. How's Adam holding up? Better than Mind is. Adam is currently put away because we don't need to cut him on right now, so Adam is safe from being knocked out. We're trying to work on Aquarium right now so we get an electric type, because I really need an electric type. And since we don't have a psychic type, I need to really figure out a way to fill that slot. Maybe even pull out a Drowsy or something. So, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fill that missing spot now. That's good. Hey, yeah, it's definitely better than it getting knocked out, so... I don't want to do the split. Split XP is really bad. There's just no good grind spots right now. How many gym badges do I have? 6? got 6 badges right now. The issue is Lake of Rage is kind of a problem. We need to get rid of the red Gyarados. I really need an electric type to do so. So... yeah, I'm at this point where I have to grind, but there's no good grind spot. I mean, I can try this in 42, but, like... it might be slightly better to do it here than it is elsewhere. Ice King, what's your favorite music? Let's go for Surf. Let's try... I guess double water gun is fine. Oh, hold on. I just realized what a great option I actually have available to me that I didn't even think about. Mount Mortar. Literally rock types in here. Or that. Or Machops. And Golbats. And Rattata. Everything but a rock type, right? Is Rust still here? Yeah, I don't think Rust has gone away. Hold on. Yeah, Rust is still here. The only thing we've lost has been our Kadabra. It died to the Iron Tail Steelix. So, everything else is still here. Only one loss. Your favorite is, Blackstreet Boys, their album Black and Blue. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of going to the Pokemon Center. Going to that cave doesn't seem like a good thing. What's my favorite planet? Like in the party? No, Rust is not currently in my party. Here, I'll show you. Lucario versus Milotic, who wins? From what I know about either of them, I would have to say Milotic tends to be the choice for most people. Since I am not very familiar with either of them, I'd have to go with Milotic, from what I know about them. Yeah, so Rust is not currently in here. We are pulling out Obi-Wan because it's my really good way to deal with the electrodes in here. Let's see, where is... yeah, Rust is chilling here. Rust is safe from knockout, so... I completely forgot, like, that Rust can learn psychic moves. Why would Milotic win? I just think Milotic's stronger. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a pretty beefy Mon with a lot of good moves. I don't know enough about Pokemon abilities to really talk to that, but I feel like it's just a stronger Mon. Whenever you hear about Lucario, yeah, Lucario's usually used in conjunction with other stuff. It's fairly strong, but you don't hear about Milotic combos. You hear about Milotic. Which one is a Game Freak's favorite Pokemon? I have no idea. But, I know that the guy who created it, for Gen 2, Hoot Hoot is his favorite Pokemon. Because he designed it after his pet owl. So we could teach Rust something. The problem with Rust is that, like, its special attack is meh, And, like, there's no good special attack for me to get, is the problem. I really need a good special attack mon, and I just don't have it. Milotic is hard to get. Yeah, but I believe it's pretty worth it. From what I understand, it's a fairly strong mon. I mean, we could always go with... We could probably pull out Metroid here and turn it into a Wrap, Constrict, Bind, Toxic. Wrong. It's Charizard. Oh! Is it? I don't know if Meowth still has Critical Slash or not. So, I couldn't honestly tell you. Magic Mick could be good, but... Yeah, I don't know. We're kind of in that weird zone where I need to take care of a lot of these Pokemon, but, like, I don't know what to do. Really, once we get through with, he always gets everything new and every single gimmick? Really? Yeah, I had no idea. You think that both are the same? What, in difficulty to go ahead and get, or in power? For Lucario versus Milotic. Yeah, those are all things I'm gonna learn coming up. I know everybody's kind of told me I'm in for, Are you getting Orcs? Yeah, but right now, I kind of need to focus on... I need to focus on the difficulty at hand, which is getting through the Gyarados. One step at a time. Orcs will come afterwards. We have to go ahead and do a couple things, like we need to try and force the Shelter out. Now that we have a Golbat, it kills the Golbat. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. 4 water types is a good run. Yeah, you know me. I love that big electrical weakness. my favorite. So let me take a look at Whirlpool Islands real quick. Because depending on what Whirlpool Islands has, we may actually be able to get it now. I just need to see what it's, well, I guess after this, because we won't get Whirlpool until we're done finishing the thing. But let me see. Gen 2. So, Crystal, Zubat, Golbat, Seals, and Krabby. So, technically, yes, we could go in for... Oh. Now, that's problematic. We can only get a Seal during the daytime. In Crystal, you cannot catch a Seal at night. So, we're probably gonna get a Seal tomorrow, not today. No Giraffarigs! As much as I would love, I was super looking forward to it, but you can't get Giraffarig in Crystal. So, unfortunately, it's not even part of the plan. I can't do it. What's the most powerful electric type that can learn every single electric move in the Kanto Pokedex? Isn't it Electabuzz? Or is it Pikachu? We're gonna surf down those Ekans. We're not messing around with them anymore. Oof. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it, but you are correct. It's more powerful than a Zapdos. Yeah, Electabuzz, I was really hoping for an Electa and for an Elekid. An Elekid would have made this run very good. Elekid would have really made this run something special. But, what's my favorite color? Cobalt Blue. Blue is just such a very pretty color, but Cobalt Blue is my favorite color. Electabuzz? Yeah. Yeah, the Elekid would have been really good to have. I think Elekid can learn Thunder naturally, so... We'll just go for the Surfs from now on, not give anything a chance to knock me out. What's my favorite planet? Yes, I forgot to go ahead and answer that question, because I was looking at other stuff. Give me a second to go ahead and look up my favorite planet here. What is the name of this thing? That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. It is lurking, eating crab rangoon. God, crab rangoon sounds so good. You have an Elekid, or is that silver? I did not have an Elekid in silver. I had a Smoochum in crystal last time we came around through it, and that's what got my party killed. Because I didn't have access to a strong psychic type to handle the Gengar. Okay, the planet. Listen, you gotta give me a second if you want me to answer one of these things. The planet is OGLE 2005 BLG 390LB. It doesn't have an actual name, but I believe it is one of those planets that rains diamonds and, like, molten glass and sulfuric acid and all kinds of nasty stuff. What Pokemon did the first ever Mega Evolution? Pikachu? Raichu? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Mega Evolutions. What is my favorite Greek myth? Honestly, don't know if I have Greek hero myth. I don't know if I have one, honestly. I think the story of the Minotaur is interesting. Gilgamesh, but that's not Greek. I'd say Gilgamesh is probably one of my favorite ones. Or the story of Wukong. Man, Wukong's an awesome fucking myth, but... I think Heracles has a lot of good stuff to it. I'm completely wrong, it's Rayquaza. Yeah, I don't know anything about Mega Evolutions, so... That's yeah, sounds about right to me. Yup, I put my stamp of approval on that one. It's Rayquaza. Who's that Pokemon? It's Rayquay. Spark! Here we go. Let's get rid of Supersonic. What's my favorite colonial empire? I don't have a favorite colonial empire. What kind of question is that? Like, do you have a favorite colonial empire? Like, what? We'll go with Spark. Spark's fairly strong. I think Spark's stronger than Water Gun, so we can probably get away with using Spark on most things. I believe this thing levels up at either 32 or 35. Mega Lucario has lore too? Don't they all have lore? Dutch Colonial? Be for real? Yeah, I mean, if you're from the Netherlands, I suppose that would be. Technically, Rayquaza was technically the first ever Mega Evolution, because in the anime and the Pokedex, the games say that it was the first ever Mega to stop Kyogre. Ah, and Groudon. Gotcha! So, lore-wise, it was the first one. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, we can talk about anything people want to talk about. Just because we're playing Pokemon doesn't mean we're limited to Pokemon. My channel has always been about talking about whatever people want to talk about. Yeah, my channel is we don't really have a lot of limitations here. We just kind of talk about whatever comes to mind. That's natural conversation. It's all good. Listen, let me put this out here. I am super laid back. I am super laid back. We don't judge people here. Your brother was on. Okay, whether your brother was on or whether you were on, like, doesn't matter. Like, we're super laid back here. We don't really, like, I'm not usually one to tell people stop that shit. If I do, then, you know, I just ask people respect it, but, like, yeah, we don't really give a shit. If people want to talk about whatever, listen, you guys want to talk about totalitarianism and its, you know, its influence on political, you know, spread through Europe during the 1912s through 1917, sure, let's do it. You guys want to go ahead and talk about, you know, molecular dystrophy and stuff? All good. Bye. Alright. Later, Super Killer. I guess who's to lunch? Maybe it's the cursing. Maybe it was all the fucking cursing! Man. You're going? Yeah, we'll catch you later. Thanks for popping in. Maybe we'll go ahead and catch you tomorrow. Can't talk about shower that you need. Yeah, I don't want to hear about you fucking your bodily functions here. Like, we've already said it. We've said it like 100 times. We've said it at least like 5 times. We've mentioned we don't want to hear about you. That's not talking about anything. That's telling me what you're doing, and I really don't want hear about what fucking bodily functions you have, or you stripping and wetting yourself. Just saying. You can have it. Why don't you come and go to Route 36 and pick it up? Nice. Suppose so, but I can feel Lucario's the first Mega in terms of Mega evolving to defend its trainer. It's been so long since you played Oros. Yeah, I haven't played either of those, so I wouldn't know. And X and Y. Who knows what Za's gonna add to the lore? Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that Legend Za is gonna add all kinds of stuff. I think everybody is hoping that... What's his name? Az? I guess Az has a bunch of lore, and they were hoping to, like, get a bunch of that involved, but it didn't end up doing any of that. Alright, let's go pick up whatever this thing is that he's chilling on here. Oh, this might be a good place to grind. Especially come at night. It's gonna give, like, 300 XP Stantler. That might be a good place to go ahead and grind at. Hey, look, another Firestone. Mega Zygarde is coming. I don't even know what Zygarde is. What do I think about the Plague? Which one? Which Plague? There have been many. There have been many a plague upon our timeline here. What Pokemon can change its gender when it evolves? I have no idea, actually. I have no clue. Oh, wait a second, yeah! Hey, it's evolving, great. Wonderful, we did it. This is a great place to go ahead and level. I can hit him with the sparks, I can hit him with the water guns. Yeah, we can level up solid here. Is it a Milotic? Because I thought Milotics can only be females, right? So if you have a male Feebas, it turns into a Milotic, right? The Black Plague? Azrael when it evolves into Meryl? Oh, that is pretty cool. What about when it evolves into a Azumarill? Can it do that? Get viewer save me, yeah. Okay, so let's Black Plague, okay? So Black Plague has a lot of interesting stuff to it. Aside from the fact that the Black Plague wiped out a lot of humanity at the time, it has some really interesting ramifications on genetic structures, to be honest. So, the Black Plague was so prevalent and so destructive to humanity as a whole, it actually did do some changes to our DNA. There are some people who are completely immune to HIV because there were genetic mutations that were caused that allow them to have a resistance to it for some unknown reason. There are some people who can't catch flu because it caused a genetic resistance and they have a mutation that stops them from catching flu. There's some people who are extremely resistant to other diseases that came about because Black Plague did it screwed their DNA, and we didn't know what it was going to do until modern times, when modern diseases started coming up and showed the effects of the genetic mutations. Azumarill later, and they removed it? Oh no! Wait a second, Azumarill got removed? Why? I didn't know that. Now, if you want to talk about really crazy diseases, yeah, Black Plague is the most commonly known one, but go check out the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu that's a crazy disease. So here in America, like, the reason we have all these health and safety regulations, the reason we have all these public health, cleanliness programs and stuff like that, and we're able to respond is literally because of the Spanish flu. So, when the Spanish flu came around, it was a worldwide epidemic. I know in the US, it was a very big thing, and they talk about, like, how much damage it did, but what happened is this flu came around, right? And we're gonna stop here for a second, because it's such an interesting subject. So this flu came around. This specific variant of flu, and it was highly virulent, extremely deadly and virulent. Not just a regular, achoo, cough, coughs flu. This thing was killing people. Like, it had a massive, in the millions, death toll. So, this flu broke out during World War I. So, all of these people are going to war for World War I, right? And this flu is finding its way from person to person. They mean that Meryl's hanging gender can't do it in later? It lost the ability to change its genders? That's weird. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't intentional, but... yeah, so this flu was... People would catch this flu, and then they would be drafted, and they would be sent out to the front lines. And so in the trenches, there's a whole bunch of people catching this flu. And then these people would get injured, and then they would get sent back to... they would get sent back to the rear to go ahead and get treatment for whatever their injuries were, and they would end up infecting everybody else. And then people were getting discharged, were sent back home, and they were infected with this flu. And so this flu was making it back to everybody's countries. So, because World War I was happening and there was no way to stop this, it was so bad. It was so bad that the Spanish flu almost ended World War I on its own, even without the war-conditioned victory and stuff like that. Spanish flu was so bad, like, both sides were affected by it. There was nobody who wasn't, and it literally almost ended the war on its own. And it's fucking crazy, like, that when we talk about pandemics and we talk about plagues and diseases, like, we only think of the modern stuff that we have now, like Ebola outbreaks, or, you know, how the sea bug came around and stuff like that. The Spanish flu almost decimated, like, an entire region of the world, and it was such a worldwide disease when it spread. It was crazy. Those darn fleas. It was the Spanish flu. People were just catching darn fleas sneezing everywhere. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong disease. But yeah, you wanna talk about virulent, crazy diseases. The Spanish flu will probably be at the top of the list, outside of the Black Plague. I mean, obviously the Black Plague was around, but keep in mind, the Black Plague came around in a time where we didn't have modern day infrastructure, or we didn't have the ability to go ahead and treat a lot of diseases. We didn't have the antibiotics. You know, this was during a time frame where we're in the infancy of medical environments. But the Spanish flu came up in a modern day environment where we had the answers to a lot of stuff, and this thing was just one of the first superbugs to slap into us, and we had no responses to it. So yeah, you wanna see some crazy stuff? Go look up the Spanish flu. That was a virulent time in our thing. Hello, Demon Pumpkin. YouTube recommending me random channels, didn't expect to hear on a Pokemon. Yeah, it happens sometimes. We definitely go off the ring sometimes. How are you doing, Drax? Hello and welcome to Spanish flu time. No, somebody had asked about the Black Plague, and you know, obviously the bubonic plague, Black Plague, whatever you want to call it, it was a pretty virulent thing, but it's one of those things that, like, when you take a look at obvious pandemics, you're gonna say that. But a lot of people don't know about some of the crazy stuff that happened, like the Spanish flu almost wiping out and ending World War I on its own because it was just so bad. So whenever the plagues get brought up, or epidemics, I am very quick to point that out. The reason that we have public health and safety programs these days is specifically because it was so bad that government stepped in to create these programs and institutions just to handle this singular virus. So, it's pretty cool. You're learning stuff you didn't even think you would learn on a Pokemon stream of all places. What's the weakness of Ghost? What's the weakness of Ghost? I mean, you can use dark types on Ghosts, I believe. Right? Like, is this a trick question? Also, you came in, Drax, at, like, a perfect time. Like, I'm just trying to grind up some stuff. I kind of skipped doing a little bit of grinding, and we had to IRL Ghost? You think it's a vacuum? You think you're gonna fucking Luigi's Mansion a random-ass ghost? Is that what you think? Dark End itself? Ghost on ghost action? Bow, 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 wow. I've been feeling so down, baby. Don't touch me with your ghostly fingers. You're sending a chill down my spine and making me really hurt because I'm a ghost. That's what I'm just imagining. Ghosts looking at each other, bashfully looking at each other. They try and touch, and it's like a fucking lightning bolt. Well, you just play the entire game of Muck because why not? Hey, that's a way to play. Listen, nothing wrong with playing the way that you want to play. So, like, here's one of the things. This is my first time ever attempting a Nuzlocke. I'd like to say this is my first ever Nuzlocke, but technically I've finished... Let's see, I finished all the way through Crystal. Well, I finished up to Crystal last time, got knocked out in Crystal, had to start back over in Red, and now we're back in Crystal again. So, I mean, in all technicality, I've done 10 Nuzlockes in a row now. But, yeah, so I know the system a little better, but IRL Ghost would be scared of light? Who knows? fun fact that Muck learns metronome now is why does it learn metronome? Is it gurgling? Is it gurgling on time? The little bubbles. So, yeah, it's what you think. Just suck them into a vacuum, and you'll kill them. I don't know if that's how it works, but I mean, hey, more power to you. If you feel you're getting attacked by a ghost, pull out your vacuum and, I guess, suck it up. But yeah, so, like, a lot of this whole Nuzlocke stuff is super new to me. So if you see me making dumb mistakes, please forgive me. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about the Nuzlocke world. It wiggles the finger. Dragonite gets it too. It wiggles the finger. So you mean it's sticking up its slimy mitt and it's like, oh, nah, insert whatever here. Nah, I'm gonna use my ultimate move. Metronome Splash. I think my favorite metronome moves are ones where you're like, where you bank on metronome, and metronome actually pays off and everything's good, or when you bank on metronome, and then it just gives you the worst thing ever. You're banking on metronome and it's like, encore. And you're like, I don't want to make them use that move again. I feel like metronome battles would probably be really fun. Nothing but metronome. If the Maze Runner situation became real, what are you gonna do? Probably die. The answer to, if insert situation which requires me to go ahead and survive against most things, die is probably going to be the correct answer for most of it. Not that I wouldn't try and survive, but there are certain things I wouldn't want to. Nuclear apocalypse? No, I don't want to survive that. Zombie apocalypse? I'm probably gonna die to a cut from a fence. And that'll be that. Or a tick sucking some blood from a zombie and then biting me, and voila, guess what? Zombie. You think you played until Gen 4 and that's where you stopped? I've played Gen 1, 2, and 5. So when we come into Gen 3 and 4, I'm not gonna know anything. The only thing I know is everyone has told me that Cynthia is gonna suck, and I'm gonna hate myself at that point. Slacking, using it is hilarious because if you use the wrong move, you don't get an attack a turn. Like if you use dive or dig, slacking won't attack. What? That's weird. You're in One Piece episode 743? Nice. Because Truant or Truant. Okay, what's the ability? Remember, I don't know Pokemon abilities, so if you're hitting me up with that kind of knowledge, I'm unfortunately not going to know enough about it. What do you think of Asterix and Obelix? I don't know what either of those are. So, I have no opinions. Level 30. We're gonna get this thing to, like... I think our good goal is to get everything to about level 35-ish right now. I think the gym boss here... Hold on. I think what's his name is level 40? Let's see. Ice Path, Blackthorn, Swarms, Radio Tower, HQ. No, so Pierce is going to be level 41. In terms of Ice, it's got a vulnerability to Rock. Let's see, Fire and Fighting are still good, but with so many water types, Ice's vulnerability to Rock is hard to exploit. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. There's no good Rock type I can use against it. Outside of, like, Aerodactyl, but I think that requires me to get a Chansey in order to do it.
Yeah.
Did you know about Starex and Obelix, the villages, fail for the Roman Empire? I don't. I do not know that. My knowledge of the Roman Empire is very broad, not very detailed. My knowledge of the Greek Empire is much more detailed, but very specific in regards to Greek warfare, weaponry, and battles. So, the weirdest part about 4 is that the game is easy, but the Elite Four is competitive, great competitive play TMs. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people warned me about, is that, like, 4 is in this weird zone where it tends to be one of the biggest... It's fiction? Yeah, I have no idea then. But that 4 tends to be one of the big run killers. It's to balance slack off, according to Game Freak. Slacking, my bad? Ah, gotcha. It loafs around for a turn because he's based on sloth, lazy monk. Ah, I see. So, it has a slow thing. That's so funny. I am assuming it's immensely powerful. And it's probably really fast, though, isn't it? I've heard people talk about how fast slacking is. I feel like giving it a quick claw might work to its advantage, but... Yeah, I don't really know. Fire and fighting. I don't really have either of those. The only fighting type that I would really have access to, it's on Netflix. One day, all the things that you guys mentioned to me, and all the things you want me to watch, and all the things you guys mentioned that I should play, I'll get to. Which, by the way, talking about that, getting to stuff, I took a look at Great League, Van, and I might very well be sold. An MMO first-person shooter? Listen, you sold me on MMO, and then you put it first-person shooter, and the fact that your classes are based off of the weapons that you choose? Boy, fucking... That's like a dream come true for me. I can finally be a sniper in the grass. So I may take a look at Grey League as an actual go to play it. Your favorite One Piece is Brook because he's skeleton, makes lots of jokes, he's funny and sings. Super high attack, and it can be fast? Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard people say that Slacking is a damn good Pokemon, so... So, Kylie is gonna need to go ahead and get leveled up. Magic Mick, unfortunately, let me see what its moveset is in Crystal. Because I know that in Crystal, they have a different moveset. Gen 2 Learn Set, let's take a look at its Crystal. So it only learns counter and reversal, but it does have the option to learn things like Rock Smash, not very strong. Detect, Protect, Endure is a combo in itself. Fury Cutter is alright. What do you mean, Real Zone Warfare? You're the one who told me. Yeah, I mean, whatever it's called, Grey League or whatever it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Grey League Warfare or something like that. Yeah, it has, like, it's an MMO. It's like a first-person shooter MMO. It's not just to go fight people in a field. Everybody has, like, weapons and stuff that they modify, and everything's fairly... I love looters, so that's a big way to do it for me. And your skills and stuff are based off of, like, the weapons you're using. So it's basically like a class-based system on your weapons, which is just phenomenal. It's one of the reasons I love Destiny so much. Doubles skill swap rid of useless abilities on its own tempo so swagger boosts don't confuse it after the attack boost. Oh! That's cool. So it can learn strength, cut, which is much better than it used to be. Oh, that's cool. I could teach it Earthquake. I mean, it wouldn't be a stab move, but Mega Horn is a good stab move, but the problem is that 85% chance. So, I mean, it's okay. You can learn some stuff, but I don't know if it's gonna be good enough. Let's see. 654. I don't know what Meowth learns, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't learn enough to make it worth it. You love Grumpig, Swag Bacon? Let's see. So it learns Growl, Bite, Faint, Screech, Fury. It learns Slash. At 46 is Meowth. That means it's probably like 52. Metroid would probably be our best bet, I think. Cake doesn't learn anything good. Odd Itch could be decent. In terms of a grass type, it's alright. Beans, I hear, is fairly, like, if we're going with Ekans, fairly decent. Rust just doesn't have the stats to back it up. Good early game, but not good enough late game. And Adam, you know, same issues that anything has. You didn't sell me on Scander, right? You have tried to sell me on Scander. You have. But, like, once again, as I have said many a time, I do not have time to sit and watch a show, play a game, or read a book. I just don't have the time. I would love to, but if you want me to do that, you know what I'm doing? Not streaming. I will not stream if you guys want me to ever catch up on something like that. Yeah, I don't think a level 30 something is gonna work. I think we really need to burn into higher levels for it. Also, I just realized that because we don't have a good way to deal with the coughings, we're gonna have to one-shot the coughings. We have no psychic types. So those explosion coughings that are coming up are gonna be a serious issue. I didn't even think about that. All those self-destruct coughings coming up in Rocket HQ. You listen to books you don't have time to read? I really like reading, I just haven't had the time or opportunity. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks, but, like, I tend to listen to a lot more documentaries or things like that than anything else. Alright, let's exit out all of these. 31. The problem, I don't think it has a lot of good fizz. Let's check its fizz defense. I don't think it's great. Yeah, its defense is one of its lowest stats, so I feel like a Thrash would take me out. So we're gonna get to at least 32. Spark isn't the strongest move in existence, but it should do the job. I think a double Spark will probably take out the Gyarados, no problem. Wow, that sure is fast, real, official Game Boy Color. Wow, hello, Baco. Cool. It's my favorite thing when people immediately come in and start judging the stream. Always love it. Yeah, so I actually own all of the original games. I guess I'll give you the speech since hello and welcome wasn't your, hello, hi wasn't your first intro. I guess I'll just throw it back the same way you started here, but... yeah, I own all of this. I come from that generation where this started releasing. I played through Red, Blue, and all of that. Getting the hardware and software to function with a lot of these super old things is not exactly the easiest, so we go with an emulator. But I physically own all the stuff that I play on emulator, so, that's all covered legally. So, Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass to get it to go ahead and work with all that old software and hardware, so that's the reason we do it emulating. Not judging, thought it was funny. Sorry, some people come in with, like, the attitude of, like, a pineapple sometimes, so if I am a little quick to, like, put my hand up my ass about stuff and start puppeting bullshit, my apologies. I don't normally, like, I'm usually pretty laid back, just sometimes people come in and they're just like, and I have to, like, immediately respond, so... Hello and welcome. I'm usually here Monday through Sunday. Feel free to go ahead and pop in. I promise I'm not an asshole, despite the fact that I was just an asshole a moment ago. My apologies. But yeah, that's the reason we do it on emulators, just because it's a pain in the ass to get the old stuff to work with the new stuff, that's all. The only time we really, like... Yeah, that's me pissing on everything. Yeah, you're right, Van. You don't judge small streamers. I mean, I just think of myself as a streamer. I'm not here to, like... Regardless of small or large streamers, I mean... Everybody should be held to the same standard when it comes down to it. But it's all good. Yeah, feel free to go in and pop in. I'm usually here Monday through Sunday. Unless I gotta take a day off or something or whatever. But yeah. We are stuck here for probably the next 2 years doing this Nuzlocke. So, I will most likely be here within the next 2 years doing this, and hopefully we don't have to restart at any point again to make this even longer than it already has been. I figure I should have just waited on the spark. I didn't need to spark these things down just because they're birds. Could have waited for the Yodos. I guess Surf is strong enough to just deal with all of this, so it's fine. So 32 should be enough to take on the Gyarados, I think. Double Spark, even if it thrashes us, I think we have enough speed to beat the Gyarados. Double Spark it down because it's both flying and water. If not the single spark, I'm banking on the double spark. And I assume it's going to thrash. If it's not a critical hit thrash, we're fine. If it's a critical hit thrash, I'm gonna be a little upset, because then we'll have lost both our electric type and our psychic type. And I will honestly not know how to go ahead and do this properly. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and, let's do it, I suppose. No time like the present, right? Oh, what's today? Is today? Oh, no. I think we missed it. I think Tuesday is the magnet day. What's today? Thursday? Who's Thursday? Arthur on 36. I think he's poison or something like that. Tuesday, I believe, is the magnet girl. Oh, man, that would have been so damn good. He gives me the hard stone. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. That's, Sunny on Sundays for a magnet. Damn, okay. Thursdays is the hard stone that powers up rock attacks. Okay, so shoot. Alright. Where is this rock attack dude? Let's see. Towards Violet A. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's fly out to Violet real quick. We can't get our Dugong right now anyway, so I'm not in a big rush to worry about getting Dugong. We're gonna have to do it tomorrow. You can only catch it during the daytime, and I'm not gonna try and force my way through. Don't worry, I'm used to watching people like DSP Gaming, so don't mind a little bit of aggro. I'm usually not too aggressive. I tend to be pretty laid back most of the time. You know, if somebody comes in here talking shit, they better be prepared to go in and open their mouth for some dookie, cause that's what's gonna happen. But usually I'm pretty laid back. Who are you? I'm Arthur. Here, have this hardstone. Cool. Pumps up rocks. Awesome. Here, Charizard. Take your Viagra. John, we don't really need to go for the pink bow. We'll get a pink bow from Goldenrod Tower anyway, so that's fine. Obi-Wan, once we get the scale, we'll start working on Obi-Wan. Alright, let's do it. Let's go ahead and beat up the Gyarados. I wish I had a magnet, because then it would probably turn that 2-hit into a 1-hit. Yeah, okay, whatever. Rare Pokemon. Show me your Lickitung, Surf. Get out of here. Do I know about the hippie trial? The hippie trial? I do not. Tell me. Tell me more. We're just gonna surf our way through this. We'll heal that up when we're done, because I don't want to go in there with any missing HP. Would you get this? Darn it, he made fun of my Pokemon. Surf, get out of here. And then this guy's gonna have some stupid-ass Pokemon, too. Yeah, whatever. Started collecting cool Pokemon. Spark, get out of here. I saw a Slowpoke once, I sucked on its tail, and that's how I started collecting Pokemon. Cool. Alright. We are going to give this thing the Quick Claw, so we can... It's a trial where hippies go on Eastern and to interact with other cultures. I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Let's do it. I mean... We are not catching this thing. No. To any of y'all who are gonna be like, catch it, the answer is no. It is too dangerous. This thing is way too dangerous to collect. You start collecting Pokemon because of childhood abandonment? Rai the Raichu, hello and welcome. How are you today? Because abandonment is kind of normal in the universe. Oh no. Were you a latchkey kid too, having to let yourself in? Spark it! Hey, one spark. That's nice. All right, that was my big worry right there. So we're good with the one spark. Get my red scale. We're gonna go turn this thing in immediately. Oh, actually, hold on. First, we're gonna talk to Lance. Then we're gonna turn it in. Yes, hello. Full of Gyarados. Do I want to help you? No. If you change your mind, help me. Yeah, okay. Freaking so dumb. I hate that I have to do that. It's like when at the very beginning of the game, it's like, you gotta help me! No. No, but please, you have to help me! No. And you just sit there for like ever and tell him, no, I don't want to help you. Cherry Grove? I think we can do it through Violet City. I don't think we have to do it through Cherry Grove. Let's go through Violet and go back from there, because I think that's a faster way. Oh, you're Egg Dog! You just changed your username. We'll call you Rai, or Raichu. Gotcha. Okay, well, welcome back, and thank you for letting me know that you changed your name so that way I can keep track of all you guys. We're not going into this because if we go there, we cut off our ability to go ahead and get a what's it called? A Wobbuffet later. I feel like I should have just gone around the other way, because I just went through this long-ass road. This is worse than the time... Hey, Lois, this is worse than the time we went up Lavender Town. And the white buried man killed me with his 2 white hands. I have never seen Family Guy, so I know of Family Guy. I've heard the memes, but I haven't seen it. I've also never seen SpongeBob, so you can go ahead and judge me on that one, too. Wasn't Raichu criticizing on Dutch eating culture? I don't know. I don't know what beef you guys have with each other. Think you have to be like 13 to get your first Pokemon on the show, No Time for High School? Go battle. I think it's actually 10. So I think at the age of 10, you get your first monster and they tell you, go out into the wild. Go fight for yourself and your survival. But it's interesting because, like, there's a whole bunch of theories on it, and I'm very much a believer in the theory of the post-war Pokemon world, and that's why everything is the way that it is. That there was a war at some point, which is why you only see, like, older people and really young people. You don't see anybody really on the in-betweens. They're either really young or really old, because most of the people that are in, like, their middle ages and stuff went off to war and a lot of people got killed, which is why Lieutenant Surge talks about his Raichu and how it saved him during the war and stuff like that. And there's this whole hidden history of the Pokemon War that is alluded to but never talked about. So there's a lot of interesting Pokemon history that I think is just completely left by the wayside that none of us will really ever know. This is gonna suck. Makes sense? So, my issue right now is the fact that none of my Pokemon are really top-notch at the moment. Like, Obi-Wan is probably going to deal with the Electrodes. I think those How did Misty become a monotype gym leader within her first years of training Pokemon? Probably because her sisters, the same way that fucking what's-his-name Faulkner did, her sisters already run the gym, so her sisters were out doing stuff, so she probably took over it as as her own responsibility. Nobody probably actually gave her the right to the gym, but they were like, hey, if she's doing it, we don't have to. So they were like, here you go, and just like how Faulkner inherited from his dad, she inherited the gym from her sisters, because her sisters were out doing other shit. So, that's probably exactly why. Nepotism. She's not a bad trainer, but she's probably only a good trainer because she had no choice but to go ahead and be a good trainer, because they would just give people the badges and have them go on their merry way, and she didn't like the way that was done. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably how it happened. Nepotism, but she's not a bad trainer. I can't leave here. Go into any of these doesn't matter. Oh shit! I went inside, spent 7 hours in there, and now it's nighttime. This isn't a very good place here. Did we catch something in Mount Mortar? I think we did. Yeah, we caught a Golbat. So that way we can kill off the Zubats and stuff, so we can get our Dugong proper. Okay. There's a lot of theories out there. Like, if you apply a lot of logic to Pokemon, like, sure, Pokemon themselves don't make sense, but a lot of the geopolitical and economic means in which Pokemon takes place, such as sending off the kids to go out and deal with themselves at 10 years old. The world is run by these Pokemon and everything else, but I think most people have come to the agreement that that the war was so bad, but I think everyone, including criminals, have come to the conclusion, don't use your Pokemon for really bad, evil stuff. Yeah, you can do evil things, but you're gonna go ahead and agree to the rules of warfare, just like how we have the Geneva Convention and stuff that stops us from using certain weapons in war or gas or certain tactics and stuff like that. I think the war probably has a a wartime proclamation that says you will not use Pokemon for insert war crime here. So, yeah. That's why when the villains in Pokemon movies, they're really horrific villains because they're going against the norm. They're not just your typical wahaha mustache twirlers. They're doing the exact wrong thing. You decided to name yourself after a Raichu I had in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green that was level 100 and carried your run? Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I've had a lot of level 100s on the original games, but not so much on the other stuff. I actually loaded up my red version the other day, and I didn't know what was in there because I used to blank all the names on my Pokemon, so when I would fight other people, they wouldn't know what was coming. Do you know the theory of that you have figured out right now? No, I do not know the theory that you figured out. But shoot, I'm ready. Also, saying it twice will not make me look at it any faster. You're so angry your favorite Pokemon is Hatterene, but your favorite ghosts that you can't use on your ghost monotype run? Ah, I see. In terms of ghosts, I really like Dusclops. I think it's such an interesting Pokemon. The design's pretty cool. That Coffin type Mon is pretty cool looking as well. A lot of the ghosts are really cool. I think the ghosts have a pretty unique design. I wish that there were a little more ghosts with more variety, honestly, but overall ghosts are pretty cool. If I was going to choose a monotype, it would probably be water. I've realized that a lot of times I tend to have water-type mono teams, and it's very unintentional. I tend to find water has a lot of answers to stuff with minimal weaknesses, and some of those weaknesses get mitigated in things like Wooper or things like Chincho and Lantern because of their weakness to electricity. Sure, they have a weakness to grass, but most grass has an answer. Alright, what the fuck are we doing right now? Because I'm sitting... I think we've spent a good, like, 30 to 40 minutes talking in this stream, and not actually playing in this stream. Right, we're going to do thing. When it comes to ghosts, you're gonna stick with the classic of Gengar. Gengar is really strong. Nothing wrong with sticking with our, big ol' Grimace. Grimace the Gengar, right? Get out of my way. We should split out. I'll check this place. Alright, we do this the right way. It doesn't really matter what we put up front or who's there. My big issue is the coughing explosions are the real problem. We'll go with Obito since it's the lowest one. I feel like we really need to go with, we really need to go with Charizard. And just have that rock type be able to withstand a lot of the moves, but... About to use Zubat. Just peck it. Peck. Grimer. We have no psychic types anymore, so we're just gonna have to, like, really batten down and hope we can beat through it. I really need to think of a good psychic... A new psychic type to, like... So what do I even have for psychic type options? I can't get Natsu because we've already killed off the Ruins of Alph, so that's out of the question. We have Drowsy as a possible option, but I think most of the Drowsy places are gone for us. So what fucking psychic types do I even have available to me? Want them to do what they did with a fairy type to Ghost? Like using Ghost in a metaphorical sense, like how you use Fairy for just good magics. Best starter in Gen 1 games is Squirtle. Squirtle is a pretty good Gen 1 starter. I choose Bulbasaur because Poison is so nasty in Gen 1, and there are so many things that can poison. Yeah, I know Hypno, but that's what I just said, is that Hypno and Drowsy don't really have any locations. All the early game locations for Drowsy and Hypno are gone for me, so I don't really know what type to get. I don't know what else I can get that's a Psychic type. Or where I can get it at my current, like, junction in the game. I don't honestly think I have access to a lot of that stuff. Thought Espeon when you said Psychic, but I thought it wouldn't be possible. Unfortunately, Espeon is not possible. If I get the Abra, I can't get the Espeon. Because they both come from the same place. I'd have to go talk to Bill. Bill's in Goldenrod. Goldenrod has the Abra, and Goldenrod has the Eevee. So my choice is really which one do I get. And if I'm going to get the Eevee, I'm going to go ahead and go for, I'm going to go for Umbreon. It's a better choice overall. And if you're going to get a Psychic type, you go for the Kadabra anyway. Oh, that's not a... It's just a Charizard. It learned a mean look. That mean look is gonna be so important. Execute? I completely forgot Execute existed. That's not a bad idea. Because it is Plant Psychic, right? Or Grass Psychic, whatever. I had completely forgot it. Is Execute, like, viable? Well, Xatu, that's why I was saying that Natu and Xatu are in Ruins of Alph. And outside of that, that's already a dead location. Starmie? Starmie Psychic? I mean, I don't think we have a Staryu, so it could be an option. I mean, Water Psychic, I can't see it being a bad... Is it a Psychic type? Is it an actual Psychic? Like, can I get a stab with it? Or is it like it's capable of learning Psychic moves? Because I know it has Recover, and I know that's Psychic. Pokemon database says it. Well, I mean, hell, if it's a Psychic type, I mean, that's fine by me. I don't have an issue with it. I just didn't realize it was Water Psychic. And Starmie would not be a bad option. I don't know what it's... Hold on. Your brother doesn't believe me when you tell him we shouldn't do a Soul Link? I have no idea what a Soul Link is, so... Oh! It's when one person fails and both people fail? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to think about it. Somebody told me about it not that long ago. I mean... I don't know. If you're with somebody that can do it, it's good. If you're not, then you're just gonna get frustrated and start over again and again and again. Alright, so let me see. Best Psychic types in Gen 2. Psychic is gradual fall from grace as a typing. For Starry is Psychic. Yeah, but I mean, that's all you need. If you only need one move, it's Psychic. Think you can get a Slowpoke? I think I can get a Slowpoke against Slowpoke well, but I believe... Yeah, Azalea is knocked out, because I went for the Apom there, so I can kill the Apom, to be able to access the Heracross. Let's see... The main strength codes for unique moves like, let's see. Screens, tricks, Psylocks. That's cool. That doesn't help me for Gen 2, does it? Says that because our favorite streamer does Soul Links, but also the entire stream. He just arcs and crying at his partner because they end up killing everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. That's one of those things I don't chase. Think I should go for the Starmie. I'm leaning towards it. And Dream Eater's damn good. I'm leaning towards the Starmie. I've obviously haven't used one for this run, but since I don't have a Psychic type, it might be the best one. Yeah, one of those things is that, like, I don't think I've ever been one to chase a trend, and it's probably why my channel doesn't grow as quickly as other people's. If there's one thing you can always expect from my channel, it's consistency. When I am on a challenge for a game, you can expect me to stick to that game for a long time. I've failed 2 challenges on this channel, both of which were because they were boring and one was very frustrating. One I may actually go back to, but yeah, like I don't chase whatever streamers are doing. I mean, if they're doing their thing, cool, good for them, but I'm gonna enjoy whatever I'm playing. And I feel like if I have to rely on somebody else's thing for my content, then yeah, that would not work out very well for me. Let's see. So, for Psychics, Kadabra's out. Slowpoke has an option. Drowsy. No Mews or Mewtwo's, no Espeons. Hey, Unknown. What a garbage thing. Wobbuffet is Psychic? I thought Wobbuffet was normal. It's a Psychic type? I didn't know that. Well, shit. Maybe Wobbuffet's gonna be our go-to. I mean, can it learn TMs? That's a good question. Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, Destiny Bond. That's all it knows. This Pokemon learns no moves by TM, so that's it. It is what it is. Wobbuffet Psychic. Yep, I'm seeing that now. So I guess Starmie could be there, but it doesn't actually list Starmie in the thing. Let me see. It's a dual water Psychic. So, I mean, it would get the stab. So, I think you're right. Starmie may be our best option. It has a lot of access to stuff. Obviously, it can still do Surf. It can do Psychic. I mean, it does learn Ice Beam, so that is also a good option. It gives us another Glock option, which is good, because you know how I like my Glocks. Let me just take a look at its moveset here in Gen 2 real quick. Let's see. Gen 2. Tackle, Rapid Spin, Recovery, Bubble Beam, and Confuse Ray. It does not learn... It doesn't learn very much. Oh, but that's... I'd have to go for Star U, not Star Me. Hold on, let me check Star U. Unknown is the best Psychic type if you have a PENIS. That is a good team. That is a good team. Let me take a look at Star U's moveset real quick. It can do Thunder. Yeah, but Thunder also causes me to have to gamble in the thing, and I don't know if I want to spend the next 8,000 years failing at gambling in the things. So, Generation 2, it doesn't learn It can learn Psychic, but it doesn't learn it normally. So I think once you get Bubble Beam, and then whatever that other thing is... What's that other thing it learns? Confuse Ray at 37. So I think once you learn Bubble Beam, there's no reason to keep it there. Surf and then teach it Psychic, and that would be about all you would use it for. So it's an option. Starmie can do Thunder. Yeah. And it doesn't... There's no way for me to get an Ice Beam on it, so... Alright, let's continue on, now that I've fucking planned out getting a Psychic Starmie as our option. It's fast, so that might be a good option. My issue with it is it's not ideal. It's still a stab, it's just not an ideal stab mon. The speed might be able to go ahead and beat the Gengar, though. And that's important. Are you alright? Here's some medicine for your Pokemans. Even though I really needed that for other things. Ice Beam, but Blizzard can learn it too? Yes, but I would need Blizzard as the TM. And it's not like I can just... It's not like Blizzard's just lying down on the ground. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yes, the password. It takes 2 passwords, I'm aware. Da-da-da-da-da. Slowpoke Tail, yeah. You can buy TMs. I mean, you can some TMs, but I don't think you can buy Blizzard. Let me check the guide, since it actually has a TM like log in here. Blizzard can be purchased as a prize in the game corner for some stupid amount of money, I assume. So Blizzard is going to require 5,500 coins, the same as Thunder and Fire Blast, meaning probably not. Because I'm ass when it comes to this, when it comes to the whole gamble bullshit. If I could slow down my thing, maybe it would be fine, but... Yes, yuck yuck. So yeah, we're gonna have to go some really weird routing. Learn Curse. No, Curse is garbage. Get out of here. We're gonna have to learn some super weird routing, but I think we can do it. That's Dire. I don't know what this other one is. Protein. Who do we use Protein on? If we use it right now at all. I don't think we're gonna keep John. I think John's gonna get replaced at some point. Let's not go that way, because I don't feel like dealing with scientists. Yeah, my rival's gonna come out of nowhere and be like, ha, I got my ass beat, get out of my way. I just came here to tell you I got my ass beat. Yeah, okay, thanks. I lost my battle. Huh. You can't get Lugia? Technically, I could. Technically, I could. I don't really have any big restrictions, like no... Mr. Mime is garbage. No, I'm not picking up a Mr. Mime. It's a waste of a lot of my time. Also, where do I get Mr. Mime at? If I get it from a casino, the answer is no, because I'm not going to spend, like, hours at a time. We're already set on Starmie. I think Starmie is a good option to do it. I think we'll keep Starmie. Let's go for Rizzard here. I think Rizzard's a good idea to deal with this guy. Ash uses Mr. Mime? I mean, I'm not Ash with a 50% win rate. I have to have a 100% win rate. Zubit, Rock Throw. Eradicate. Dig. About to use Coughing. Dig. Let me inform the others. The password is Hail Giovanni. Alright, so let me check. I think Rocket HQ, I need to check what these things learn. I believe that they use normal moves, so I should be able to just sit there with the ghost. Let me take a look. That's Stadium, Trainers, Grunts, Rockets, Rocket Executives, Scientist, Executive. Gen 2 encounters. So, yeah, they only know Tackle, Screech, Sonic Boom, and Self-Destruct. So I'll be fine. We can let them destroy themselves on my Ghastly. Alright, let's go on. Sorry, our dog was acting weird for a second there. Yeah, this should be pretty simple to deal with right now. Doors closed, enter the password. Doors open. Hold it. I wonder if this was where the introduction of double battles was supposed to happen. but they didn't end up introducing it. Gloom. Dig, yeah. Murkrow. Yeah, we can go Rock Throw. Hideout's done for. Goodbye. Foo, 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 foo. I'm concerned. Uh-oh. We have no choice but to shut down the electrodes. Alright. Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. I would love to catch one of these electrodes if they learned a fucking electric move. But they don't. They just learn nothing but normal moves. That's stupid. Hey, would you look at that? It didn't do anything. Hey, we did it! Yeah! Obi-Wan doing the work. They're just gonna explode, right? Pretty much. That's gonna be their main basis of attack is explosions, so... Obi-Wan pretty much does nothing. It just looks at them and they just get angry and then they're just... And then they explode. And then... Yeah. Don't ask me to ever do that noise again. Wow. This is gonna be a long one here. I guess we'll just hit it with Spite. There we go. Can you do a Russian accent? I mean, yes, I can. Am I gonna do one right now? Probably not. I don't have the like want to do a Russian accent right now, but yes. I mean, you've heard me do a Russian accent. What do you mean? Fun fact, Charmander is dog shit in the Gen 1 games. I mean, it's pretty bad early on. Late game Charmander isn't too terrible. Because it learns Slash, and Slash is a very good high critical move. And since Charizard is pretty fast in the originals, it can do some damage. It's just not great. It doesn't learn any good fire moves until super late. And by that point, Slash is its signature move. Can I do a Canadian accent? I cannot do a Canadian accent. I mean, typical Canadian accents are just kind of regular accents, except for the occasional oots and alts, but like mainly just sounds like much more Northern English, American English. Azon diffuses the bombs. Yeah, that's it. All right, Whirlpool. Now we have Whirlpool. That means we gotta really hope for a Staryu at some point. Because if we don't get a Staryu, we're in a little bit of a world of problems. Without a Staryu, we will not have the ability we won't have a Psychic type if we don't get a Staryu. So, let me check. I think it's Route 41 that has access to... Can you do an accent? Not right now. I figured that would have been relevant when I said, hey, I don't feel like doing an accent right now. So Route 41 does have access I don't know if the Whirlpool Islands is considered Whirlpool when you step in. So Mantine is a possible option. I hope we don't get one. Shelder. So let's see. Tentacool, Magikarp, Chincho. So surfing on Route 41 guarantees a Shelder. I need to figure out where is a place I can get a Staryu. I think it might be the port, since we haven't done anything with the port. So Route 41, we'll go ahead and catch ourselves a we'll catch ourselves a Shelder. Whirlpool Islands will catch ourselves a a Seal. And then we can catch a Starmie. I think in the port, since I haven't caught anything in Olivine yet. You can do 200 imposters. That's quite a lot of imposters. So let's see. The port has access to only a Shelder. So where the hell do I get a Staryu? Is there a place I can get a Staryu at all? Or did I miss it when I caught my Krabby? Staryu Gen 2 locations. Bye, you'll be back soon. Alright. Main series, manga, trivia. Let's see. Learn sets, transfers, evolution sprites. Yeah, I gotta find where I can find a Staryu, because that's what I'm gonna use for my Psychic replacement if I can. Where can I catch Staryu Gen 2? Locations. So, in Crystal, Route 19. Oh, I think that's just before the Elite Four. Cherry Grove? Cherry Grove? Huh. Okay, hold on. Cherry Grove, I mean, that means let's go get one right now. So they only appear at night, so that's good. Oh, but it looks like only with a super rod and not with a... Oh, no, they appear with a good rod. Yeah, we're fine. Magikarps and Krabbies also appear, so... Yeah, I'm down with this. We'll get a Staryu right now. That'll be our Psychic type. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Probably Seismitoad. Yeah, we've, like, in terms of the things, I think it's a good Pokemon. It has access to water moves, obviously. It has access to, I think, fighting moves, ground, and poison. So overall, Seismitoad is an extremely, like, it's a well-rounded Pokemon. Maybe it's a shiny one. Who knows? Maybe. Nope, no shiny, but... Listen, still, it's a good thing. Man, who would have thought I'd go back to Cherry Grove to try and catch something? Oh, I guess that's worth another quick attack then. Hey, maybe I can get 2 quick attacks in, and it's not a crit. Do not crit. Fun fact. Mudkip is a 4 times weakness to grass? Why? Is it a water ground? Hell, we might as well go in for like, it's not like it's gonna change much. We'll go in with just dry catch rates at this point. Just an ass swooper? Come on, Staryu. I really need you in my team. Come on, let's do this. Cooperate, please. Thank you. Jesus. Its final evolution is water ground? Gotcha. Yeah, I know a lot of people were telling me that that's what should be my choice, but we gotta go with Fire Chicken. Give a nickname to Staryu. Let me see. Have you? Eggdog, I don't believe that you have given a name yet. So it's all yours. Or Rye, excuse me, because you now want to go with Rye, not Eggdog. Can you name him? No, Van, you cannot name it. Name it! Okay, I guess my Staryu's name is Patrick. I should have expected as such. Alright, man, our team is gonna be really susceptible to a single lightning bolt. Does this thing evolve with a water stone? Much cartoon names this run? I suppose. Item Stardust. Cool. Alright, so Stone, Cherry Grove, we're all good here. Let's get it healed up. Alright, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it for today. We'll be back again here tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's stream. If you are new to it, like, sub, share, follow. All of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Tell your friends so they're in the know. You know. I don't have any big announcements. Yeah. You guys have a fantastic night. As always, I will see you all again tomorrow. And until then, stay golden. Because I'm terrible at ending my stream.